What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Stream for Dummies with Untoward Banana. Today we're talking about console streaming, how to make it look professional coming out of your Xbox, PlayStation, or whatever else you got. Let's get into it.
And the cracks begin to show.
Alrighty, guys, so when it comes to streaming from your console, there are two ways to do it. You have the easy, cheap way, and the easy, better looking, slightly less cheap way. So if we're gonna knock out the cheap one first, there is a way where you can just download an app. You can download Twitch to your Xbox or PlayStation. It's pretty much a walkthrough from there, just setting up the whole Twitch. The problem with that is you have really no control over your actual stream. It will not look like you're streaming from a PC, and you're gonna be missing on a lot of the features that helps make a streamer successful. You know, you're not going to add any of your own flavor. You're not going to be able to really add any widgets. Sometimes you could add widgets to the PlayStation 1. People on mobile won't even be able to see it. So my recommendation is, if you're trying to stream, not to go this route. It ends up looking wonky. Most people that do it don't find a lot of success with it. The ideal way to stream from your console to your laptop is via a capture card. When it comes to capture cards, you're gonna probably be spending anywhere between $100 to $180 on a good capture card. There are cheaper options out there, but you have to be really careful when it comes to cheaper options, because they'll say things like 1080p capture card or loop card capture or whatever, but they won't be capturing your game at 60 FPS. They'll capture your game, but they're gonna give you 24 frames, 30 frames, and that's where these kind of cheaper companies kind of come in to trick you. And that translates to cameras as well, guys. When you're looking at a camera that says 1080p, check how many frames per second it does 1080p, right? So same thing with capture cards. You gotta be careful. My personal recommendation is go with Elgato for 3 reasons. One, they're really well established. Everyone knows Elgato. They understand streaming. Their entire company is a streaming focused company, and they do good work. Number 2 is they're actually have excellent customer service. I have one issue ever with Elgato. I called them up, answered the phone immediately, walked me through the whole thing, and made it really easy. And 3, I don't have a third option. I forgot. So I have 2 options. My capture card is the Elgato HD60S, guys. It's this guy right here. Alrighty, so this hoodie's getting too hot. Alright, guys, so now we have our capture device using the Elgato HD60S or something similar. The next thing I need is my chat link, as it allows everything that I hear in my headset to be heard in the Elgato and on the stream. The Elgato will capture the game sound by itself, but it will not capture all the other things like chat and stuff like that I hear in my ear that I want my stream to hear. For $9, $10, you'll be able to make sure that everything you hear in your headset will be plugged right into the Elgato, right into the stream. Minimal spec requirements for the PC or laptop that you're plugging your capture card into. I'll post them all in the video right here, or right here, wherever I put it, and I will post it down below in the description. Okay, you're looking at a quad-core i5 Intel CPU minimal, at least a GTX 600 NVIDIA. Want to make sure, most important, guys, USB 3 ports. You must have USB 3 ports in your laptop or PC in order to run a capture card. Ideally you have 2, and ideally they're on the separate ends of the computer, so they're not pulling from the same energy source, power source. Alrighty, so I have my capture card, my Elgato HD60S, not sponsored. I'm now gonna set it up for you guys right here. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my HDMI to HDMI cable that should have come with it and plug it into the in section. This goes into the in. You'll see there's 2 sections to the Elgato. This starts as in, it has 3 holes, and then there's an out, 1 hole. So this goes into the in section, and then next to it, you'll see a second hole with a little micro USB plug port. Take a little micro USB and plug that guy right in there. Looks like a USB 3 if I'm not mistaken. And we have 2 of our 3 wires plugged in, and last but not least, as we discussed earlier, our chat link goes right in there. So you have a chat link, you have your HDMI and micro USB-C charger to USB. on this section, the outer section, is where the TV gets plugged into. I'm sorry. An HDMI cable plugged into your monitor or your TV. You now take that HDMI cable and you're gonna plug it into this end. The HDMI that we have plugged into the in section is gonna go into the back of your console. So for me, it's an Xbox. This will go into the HDMI port of my Xbox, and the TV will be plugged into here. So I have my TV plugged into my capture card plugged into the Xbox. Now I'm gonna take that other piece, the micro USB to USB, and we're gonna plug this into our USB 3 port. I repeat, USB 3 port. Alrighty guys, so at this point you're gonna make sure that you've opened up your Streamlabs OBS, you're in Streamlabs OBS, and you're going to go and add a new source to the scene you wanna be capturing your game in. Alrighty guys, so at this point you now have your sources open for a new scene. You're going to go over to video capture device. You could also double check to make sure that this is the correct area, because it'll say underneath video capture device, built-in webcam, Logic webcam, capture card. So this is going to be used both for your video, as in your camera, and you're going to be using the same scene section or source section. You'll be using the same source section for your capture cards and your cameras. So what you're going to do is open up video capture device, choose a new source since you will not have one, add source. Alrighty, then you're going to go to your device. Make sure that you choose the Elgato Game Capture or Game Capture HD60S. Keep everything else default, and then all you're gonna do is hit done, and you should be ready to go. Okay guys, and just like that, we have our stream looking fine. We have myself up in the corner over here. The game is over here, and that is really all it took, guys. Now, the next step in setting up this stream is learning how to use Streamlabs OBS, learning how to set up widgets, everything like that, because from here it's plug and play, guys. Plug your console into the laptop, set up everything you need on the laptop. We have multiple other tutorials on how to set up widgets, bots. There's more coming out, how to make your stream look mucho fresh. Then hit that go live button and enjoy.